Sports and the PGA Tour are delighted to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Bluff Championship is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, great to be with you guys. Now this group will be one to watch today. Lots of chatter on social media leading up to this pairing. We have a rookie on tour who has set very specific goals for themselves, and their first one is to beat their playing partner this week.
Love it, Henny. This will make for an extra layer of excitement. It always adds a bit more drama to an event when we can follow a competition within a competition. Can't wait to see what happens in our featured group throughout this tournament. Second shot here on the first. And here we are with the third shot. Lining up the birdie putt here. Oh, what a stroke. Getting off to a great start at this event.
I've never been disappointed by starting off my round with a birdie, Luke, I can tell you that.
He's currently tied for 13th. One of our on-course reporters, John McCarthy, has been out surveying the scene here in preparation for today's broadcast. John, what are some of the things the players will be looking out for today at Craggy Heights?
Well, Luke, I think one of the first things the players are going to be looking at is literally the shapes of these fairways. They are laid out in a way that often there are little pockets of fairway that the players can hit to. And if they do end up safe, they can really open up options on their approach shots, but they're going to have to be confident in their swing to reap those rewards. Another thing to watch for are holes like the fifth, where the fairway narrows significantly the further out you hit your tee shot. There's also holes like the par 4 17th, where you can drive the green, yes, but there is a lot of danger in the form of water and sand around the green to contend with. So it's very much a risk-reward course. Can't wait to just sit back and watch how these professionals take this course on. Should be a fun week here at Craggy Heights.
And back to the course with the live action. And what are we looking at here, Henny?
Setting up from about 100 yards.
This one might need to get down a little.
What an amazing approach shot. I think their rival Harold Varner III has a worthy competitor this week.
Putting for birdie.
This one's tracking.
It was on a good line. Pretty straightforward 4-footer coming up here. Well, it was a wonderful approach shot, wasn't it? But unfortunately having to settle for par. Currently 1 under for the day. It's time for a one-shotter. Going with the 6-iron here. Well, that'll work. Up on the dance floor. Could have been worse. Oh, good look at a birdie here. Bit too heavy-handed there. A good opportunity here, just 6 feet to the hole.
This is what they have left for par here.
That gets the job done. Currently 1 under for the round. Let's see what happens here on the 4th. Playing from around 150 yards here. 3 shots off the lead. Going with the 9-iron, I think.
Nicely done.
And now let's head over to Harold Varner III.
He's 1 stroke behind his rival in this event.
And that shot goes in. That'll be a birdie. And that will move him up the leaderboard as well. And he's down there. You got a read?
Setting up this putt 21 feet from the cup.
A bit long on that one. Just 9 feet remaining to the hole. That'll hurt the momentum. And just a simple tap in left for bogey. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. It's time to step onto the tee here at the 5th.
Bogey on the last, but a good opportunity on this one to bounce back with a birdie.
That's a good-looking shot there. The history of golf has been littered with some great characters for the modern game. Harold Varner III is right up there. A really personable guy, just effervescent. And I think, Rich, the only thing we're all waiting for is that first W to come. He seems to deserve it.
I can't wait to see what happens when he gets that first W. Oh, it's going to be blissfully fun. He's such an engaging personality that you can't help but just like him. He is out there enjoying every single moment of being on the PGA Tour, playing against the best in the world, and he believes that he can hang with every single one of those players. It hasn't kind of shown up yet, but there's no doubt in my mind, with the belief that he has in his own game, that alone will carry him to a win on the PGA Tour sooner than later, and I'm thinking it could happen as early as this year.
Well, this would be a bonus. This is a very long putt.
They've got this left to tie with Harold Varner III.
That's a great attempt from long range. So close. Well, that hole's behind us. More to play. Let's see what happens here on the 6th.
Absolutely tattooed that drive.
That's well played. Anything on the green from there was fine. Chance to get one under the card with this putt. This one's online. Always nice to hold those for a birdie. And that will take him to 1 under. Nicely played. Moving on up the leaderboard now after that hole. Teeing off here at the 7th. Where did that come from? That's not his style. And now heading over to Harold Varner III.
Coming off a bogey on the last hole.
Going with the pitching wedge here. This one is right down the pipe. Oh, yeah. Are you kidding me?
And now this is why you can never get comfortable, even if you're leading a PGA Tour pro. This is what they do. They mean business.
This is from miles away.
This for back-to-back birdies.
Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? Oh, that's too bad. Par putt coming up here. Okay, steady now. In she goes. Let's head to the next. Here we find ourselves at the dramatic 8th hole at Craggy Heights, a par 3 playing 198 yards from the back tees.
Look, probably one of those picturesque par 3s on this golf course, if not the one. Obviously, coming up shy is a huge no-no with water lurking there. You're going to see most players hit it deep into the green. Anywhere in the heart of the green really is just fine. Walking off with a par here is just dandy.
And that's a great way to forget about that bogey on the last. And with it, he moves to 1 under par. Well, that was a positive hole. A little shift up the leaderboard. Well played. 2 great shots are required here because this hole is a long par 4. Wow, that was just striped. From around 170 yards here, 4 strokes off the lead. Going with the 7. Yeah, not a bad shot, that one.
Slim chance for a birdie, but in all reality, 2 putt for par would be just fine.
Wow, that's misjudged. And just about 8 feet left to the hole.
This is important. Big par putt here.
Ooh, right by the hole. And this one will be for bogey. And now let's head over to Harold Varner III.
He's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard. I'm interested in my buddy Beamer's thoughts at this duel after 9 holes.
Well, Luke, I've been enjoying this pair of rivals we are following today. The 2 of them are pretty even for the event so far. Very interested to see who will come out of this with the bragging rights.
Let's see what happens here at the 10th hole.
Hello. 1, 2.
And Henny, what are you seeing down there?
Setting up here from about 180 yards.
Opting for the 6 iron. Needs this one to kick right. This is beautiful to watch.
Dare I say, Luke, this player has been in fuego with his approach shots. Another green in regulation.
Nice one. 4th birdie of the day. And that will take him to 1 under. And now heading over to Harold Varner III.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
And this putt is from birdie 3 on the scorecard.
Come on, don't be shy.
So after that effort, this is what the leaderboard looks like. The leader now has a one-stroke advantage. Teeing off here at the 11th. This one heading towards the green. Oh, what a lovely shot. He'll be delighted to be inside the range there. And now let's head over to Harold Varner III.
He's 2 strokes behind his rival this week.
Should find the green. Oh, that one's absolutely stiff. This putt, a chance to move inside the top 20 on the leaderboard. Oh, just missed. Putting for par. That was a gallant attempt. And the putt drops, and we're moving on. Trailing by 6 shots after that hole. Oh, Rich loves standing on this 12th tee here, a par 5. You're always thinking birdie or perhaps better. Take us through it.
At 555 yards, Luke, there still is a decision to be made off the tee for these players. Do they challenge the fairway bunker, but also bring in the water down the right-hand side, or do they just go ahead and lay it up to the left and make it a 3-shotter? The bold players are going to knock it down to a sliver of an opening, and from there, they're going to be able to go for it. Second shot playing a little bit downhill, a little pond over on the left-hand side can be a little bit nuisance, but all in all, it's a pretty simple, straightforward par 5. Birdies are in order.
Getting ready to play their third. Oh, well played. What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
Can't be too aggressive here. Take your medicine and move on. This is down the hill.
That's frustrating. 4 feet to the cup. Oh, so close. Putting for bogey. And down it goes for consecutive bogeys.
And making one bad mistake with another, compounding it, not good.
Well, that's a shame. That'll drop them down the standings, that's for sure. Teeing off here on the 13th hole. Sitting at 1 over. Looks to be going with the 6-iron. That one should find the surface. Wow, what a shot. And now heading over to Harold Varner III.
Yeah, he just made bogey on that last one.
Scorecard filled with threes never hurts. Good putt to make this.
This is on a stupendous line.
9 feet to the cup.
This is on a great line.
Appears to have overcooked this one. Pretty good chance here. This one's for par. And there it is. Trailing by 8 strokes now after that hole. We have a par 4 on this one. Not bad. Playing this shot from about 170 yards out. Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. This looks to be hit pretty well from where I'm standing. Not a bad approach. Grab the putter from the caddy. You're dancing. Well, Rich, think they can make this one?
I really can't say I'm a fan of their chances on this one, Luke, but I tell you what, I've been wrong once before.
Didn't quite have the right stuff there.
Well, I think they fell in love with the line, forgot about the pace.
This is a par putt. That gets the job done. And staying right where they were in today's rankings after that. Let's see what happens here on the 15th. Going with the 6-iron here. Terrific shot into the 15th and a chance for birdie. This putt is of 9 feet. That putt seemed to lack a little bit of feel.
Wow, shocking to say the least. How do you miss that?
And now let's head over to Harold Varner III.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
And now we can take a look at how that play affects the leaderboard. Sitting at 1 over for the day. Oh, exciting times on the tee of a par 5.
That one's right out of the top drawer.
Second shot here on the 16th. And this player's really going after it here, Rich.
2 big hits there, knocking it on this par 5 and 2.
Ouch, that hurts. Just 3 feet to the cup.
This is their look at birdie.
And with that now, back to level par.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
Ooh, don't we love a short par?
Anyone there?
Particularly on the penultimate hole, Rich. 17 here, playing under 300 yards.
Look at just 283 yards. Listen, if you're not going to go for this green, you better just give up your tour card. I mean, literally, this is a begging to be gone. This hole is going to show you what kind of player you truly are. Take out the 3-wood driver, knock it on the green, make eagle, make the crowd go wild. Anything less than that? No, thank you.
That's not what they hoped for. I'm definite about that. Kenny, how's that ball line? Tough to see from here.
Looks like they have a bad lie here in the first cut.
Oh, nicely done. Not trying to get to 1 under here with this putt.
Looking for another birdie here.
All right, you'll make it the next time. Okay, so that finishes that hole. And now heading over to Harold Varner III.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Oh, that would have been outstanding to make the eagle. Let's take a look at the leaderboard as it stands. Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. All right, one more hole to go. The 18. Oh, absolutely flushed. And he's down there.
They're setting up this next shot into quite an elevated green, Luke.
A nice approach shot there. Pin high inside the range. And this putt for a final score of 71. And that wraps up proceedings in this one. Well, that was another spectacular day's viewing. I certainly enjoyed bringing the action alongside Rich Beem and Henny. What did you witness down there? A victory over Harold Varner III?
Luke, I don't even know what I witnessed. I need to go and sit in a dark room and think about that. I saw some incredible shots pulled off that should never have been pulled off, and in the end, Harold Varner III was beaten. I think this player will be so pleased with that they'll use the confidence and just propel themselves forward in the next event and beyond.
Well, on behalf of myself, Rich Beem, and all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time. UK Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Serenity Championship is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beem in the booth, and out on the course following our feature group is the delightful Henny Koyak. Hello, Henny.
Hi Luke, really looking forward to some exciting play from our featured group today. This player has hinted at a rivalry with their playing partner this week.
No kidding, Henny. This player, he seems to have picked out Bubba Watson as the man to beat. That's ambitious.
Luke, you know when you think that you've got a player on the ropes, maybe they're in the middle of the trees, in the middle of a bunker, and you think they've got no shot. And then they do, in fact, put it to 2 feet. And then you're really frustrated. That's Bubba, every single time. He's that player.
No, you can't out-Bubba Bubba, can you? There's nothing elementary about this, Watson, is there? Can't wait to see how this rivalry plays out, though. Time for the second shot into the first. Opting for the 6-iron. That should find the surface. And he's safely on the green. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Just got to trickle this one in the front door. It's downhill.
Just didn't drop. Well, this would be a good one to make. It's for par. He's currently tied for 9th. Let's go down to John McCarthy for our on-course report. And John, you've now had some time to walk the course this week before today's show. What are we in for today at the Jacobson Homestead?
Well, Luke, yes, I love walking around this rural setting. Not a whole lot of trouble to start off with, but things heat up quite a bit when you hit the 7th hole, par 4. Has a dogleg left and a few bunkers and trees to deal with off the tee. Back 9 opens with a narrow and lengthy par 5, but that's really as tricky as it gets. I guess there is it gets a little swampy on the 15th, but the water generally won't be a factor for many players out there in the field. They saved the most challenging tee shot for the 18th, which leads up to an elevated green for the approach. That will be a fun hole to watch this week. Hopefully provide some drama coming down the final stretch. Let's see what happens, guys.
The old hammer hands putt. Oh, a 9-foot chance here.
This is what they have left for a par.
Ooh. Just a short putt remaining here. And now to Bubba Watson.
He's just coming off a drop shot on that last hole.
Here's a chance to get up and down from the greenside bunker. Oh, what a shot from the bunker. Let's take a look at the current standings. Teeing off here at the 3rd hole. Most golfers these days, Rich, are quite generic style players. It's that hit it as far as you can, knock it on the green, try and hold some putts. But with Bubba Watson, we just got the artist back in the game, didn't we? We had someone who was prepared to do whatever it needed to be to get that ball in the hole. He's just astonishing to watch.
You know, to me, Luke, I think Bubba was born in the wrong era. I think he would have been better served with persimmon woods, a lot of golf balls, and blades, and I think that he would be an even bigger impact on the game than he currently is, if that's even possible. I watch what he does with the modern equipment, and it's mind-blowing. He's one of the few players, Luke, that I will actually go in the driving range and watch hit golf shots because it is so fun to watch him aim 30 yards left and just try and hit these big sweeping hooks and fades and I mean, it's just unbelievable what he can do with the golf ball. His eye-hand coordination is simply the best in the game.
Looks to be going with the 6-iron. Come on, sit. Now let's change gears and head over to Bubba Watson.
He's currently ahead in this rivalry. Let's see what happens.
Beautiful shot.
Well, when your rival plays golf every single second of the day and eats birdies for breakfast, lunch and dinner, this is what you get.
Well, here's an unlikely player. A little bit of an underdog, you say?
Yes, but everybody on the PGA Tour can play. He's just an unknown quantity at the moment. I'm excited to watch.
Sadly hasn't made a putt all day. Hopefully that can change here. Now, long-range putt coming up here. It'd be good to make a bomb, wouldn't it? Oh, what a shame. That would have been a nice one to hold.
Can't believe he did that. That drives you bonkers as a player.
And as we take a look at the leaderboard, it's Xander Schauffele in first place. And coming off a double bogey, you'd imagine their heads down a bit. Time to just clear that from the mind. Xander Schauffele, delightful player out of San Diego, California. He's got that cool vibe about him. Came out, won early a few times, but then he seems to have struggled to find that next step, hasn't he? He's sort of golf's almost man, except when he got that gold medal put around his neck.
I think that took his confidence to a place where it should have been in the first place, Luke. I think that this young man, he's got no weaknesses, very little weaknesses, if anything, in the game. I look at him and think, why hasn't he won more? Well, the problem is that he's put himself in contention so many times that there's only one person in the game that has won at a clip that he could have, and that's Tiger Woods. When you put yourself into contention as often as he does, you're just not always going to win. Somebody is going to come from back in the pack, shoot a great round, and you might struggle just a little bit, whatever the case. But yes, he hasn't closed as many tournaments as he would have liked, but he is there each and every week. I got to say, this kid he's a world beater. He's going to be phenomenal.
Oh, so close. Yeah, well hold. Let's move on to the next. Xander Schauffele, currently on top of the leaderboard here. Time to tee off at the 6th. This lie's not great. Oh, that was pure. And here we are with the third shot. Going with a 3-wood here. It's fair to say that that approach didn't hit the mark. This would be a great up and down. Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? And he needs this to save par. And this one is for bogey. And down it goes. And now to Bubba Watson.
Coming off a bogey on the last hole.
Oh my, how about that for a par?
Tough bunker shot, no bother whatsoever for this player. They find the bottom of the cup.
The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. This hole is a par 4. Second shot here on the 7th. Seemed to lose the handle on that shot.
Coming up a little short with that effort. Not bad, though.
Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
Setting up this putt 28 feet from the cup. A little birdie look in here.
Well done.
Yeah, that is not what you want to come up against mid-round, mid-rivalry. That was mean.
Close to the surface here, the green side rough. Ooh, that almost went down. Well, Rich, from where I'm sitting, this looks makeable. Do you agree?
Look, I got to say, I'm really not liking their chances here, but you never know. Stranger things have happened.
It was on a good line. This next putt is for bogey. The putt goes in, and that's back-to-back bogeys.
2 bogeys in a row, never a good sign. Now playing a little defensively.
And a sight we're used to seeing a lot, Xander Schauffele in top spot. Let's see what happens here at the 8th. Going with the 5-wood. Come on, get a good bounce to the left. This would be a great up and down. Lovely touch. Well played.
Yes, very smooth tempo there on that chip.
Don't want to state the obvious, Rich, but a little too hard, that one. Okay, steady now. Oh dear, this next putt now for double bogey. And down it goes. Let's head to the next. Now let's change gears and head over to Bubba Watson.
Oh, he's out in front here in this rivalry, but can he stay that way?
Well, that's got to have some impact on the scoreboard. Let's take a look. Setting up now on a par 4. From about 200 yards out. Going with the hybrid. Oh, lovely looking shot into birdie range here at the 9th.
It's looking solid.
Oh, that had eyes for it. Lovely shot. And as we head to the next, it's Xander Schauffele in first place. And after a birdie at the last, they take the honour on the hole. Nicely done. And now to Bubba Watson.
He's currently ahead in this rivalry. Let's see what happens.
Oh, I like the courage here, Rich, getting after this par 5 in 2.
As they should. What a play. Hopefully they'll be rewarded for that play.
Well, that's a pretty good play there, Rich. Right up near the surface.
It's an aggressive play. Luke, like to see it on this par 5.
Getting ready to play their 3rd. This one just outside 7 feet to the hole.
This for a birdie run.
Yeah, that one pulled straight off the blade. Just a tiny putt is all that remains. Sitting at 8 over par for the day. Time to face a par 4 now. And after that par, they're looking for something good here. Well struck. And what's in front of them there, Henny?
Setting up this shot with the wind in their face.
And that was a bit of a misfire.
Wind is absolutely swirling in this part of the golf course.
And here we are with the third shot. Wow, that almost went in the hole. Oh, a lovely opportunity to save par here. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? This putt's about 4 feet from the hole. Yeah, that's a common fault in putting. Pulled it slightly. We don't want to drop any more shots. Let's make this for double. Moving down the leaderboard after that hole. Teeing off here on the 12th hole. Uh-oh, this one's airmailing the green. Now let's change gears and head over to Bubba Watson.
Oh, he's out in front here in this rivalry, but can he stay that way?
Let's get back to it, shall we?
This would be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
Didn't that look good for a long time? What's in front of them, Henny?
Setting up this putt 11 feet from the cup. This is what they have left for par.
That's frustrating. And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. And as we take a look at the leaderboard, it's Xander Schauffele in first place. And now on the tee, coming off a bogey, trying to reclaim some momentum. That's not the shot he was hoping for. What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
Our wind's just going to knock the ball down. It's straight at the back.
Wow, what happened there?
Now, coming out of the rough, missing the green was always in the cards.
Very crafty, that shot.
Gotta say, his short game is phenomenal.
Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. We find ourselves on the tee, one of the stronger par 4s on the back 9 here at Jacobson Homestead. The 14th playing 483 reach from the tips.
Yeah, generous landing area, thankfully out to the right-hand side. Obviously a bunker down the left, and if you miss it even further left, there's water lurking. But the second shot, this is where it gets slippery. This is where it gets dangerous, especially to a back right hole location. All of a sudden, the water down the right-hand side comes into full view, bailing out to the left in the bunker. Not so hot either. Tell you what, it takes a brave player to fire at this flag stick.
And now to Bubba Watson.
He's currently ahead in this rivalry. Let's see what happens.
Getting ready to play their third. Oh, I thought that one was going in. He has this putt to save his par. Oh, so close. 5 feet coming up to the cup. At least it wasn't a double. Xander Schauffele currently on top of things right now. And after a bogey at the last, they're looking for a big drive on this hole. Oh, that was mashed. From around 220 yards.
Wind's blowing from left to right. Going to try and hold it against the wind.
Opting for the 5-wood.
Going for less club here.
Yeah, this is the stuff we love. Getting after this par 5 in 2.
Always like the aggressive play, going for it in 2 and getting rewarded for it.
That's disappointing. 3 feet to go here to the hole. Now let's change gears and head over to Bubba Watson.
Oh, he's out in front here in this rivalry, but can he stay that way?
Wow, what a save.
All over the parking lot, but a chip in for par saves the day.
Teeing off here on the 16th hole. Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge.
Yeah, that was great wind management there.
What have they got in front of them here, Henny?
This is downhill, can't be too bold.
Ouch, that hurts. Oh, I don't mind this par putt. And there's no movement on the leaderboard after that hole. Time to see what this par 4 has in store.
Pretty good shot there.
Playing this shot from around 220 yards here.
Pretty good wind back into the player's face.
Opting for the 3-wood.
This one's right of the green.
And here we are with the 3rd shot. How close was that to going down? Just 10 feet to the cup here.
Trying to save par here.
That was a gallant attempt. Yeah, well holed. Let's move on. And now to Bubba Watson.
He's currently ahead in this rivalry. Let's see what happens.
And let's see what that shot did to the leaderboard. Currently 12 over for the day.
Unfortunately, backing up slowly but surely on that leaderboard, Luke.
Henny, what's the player facing here?
Setting up here from about 185 yards.
Going with the 5-iron here. Well, take notes, folks. That's how you do it. Always love these opportunities, especially when it's for birdie. Oh, just missed that one. And with that putt, concludes this players' round. Well, Rich, it's fair to say that this player didn't quite have their best stuff this week.
Not stellar by any stretch of the imagination. In fact, it was quite pitiful, to be fair.
Well, that just about concludes our coverage. I'm Luke Elvey, and on behalf of Rich Beam, plus all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, it's good night for now.